You're clever for a savage, she says. She said that with her full chest. She's like, savage. So after one of the most impressive introductions to an anime we've seen this year, let's check out episode 3 of Witchy Mongolia. Do me a solid, make sure you leave a like on the video, or subscribing that bell if you haven't already, and Patreon is where you're going to catch my full live reactions, also more. But let's jump into it and see if episode 3 can keep up the momentum. Okay, so he actually loves his wife. He's easily impressed, though. But I guess if every woman around him is asking for jewels, I guess asking for a book would be seen as modest, right? Someone you loved so deeply was murdered just because someone chose a book that she can't even read over jewels. Like, you know how disrespectful that would feel? Everyone's dead that I know. Like, what am I supposed to do? Suck up to the Mongolians? Oh, she got that anger in her voice. The one thing she can do is get that book back. Basically, no one who's sinful or evil should be able to pass through the fire, so what it was is, like, people of this time, because they believed it so much, they're like, you know, a guilty conscience would show, you know? She looks just as much of a slave as you were. She doesn't look like she's happy. She just sees him as a means to an end. Now, whether or not she actually grows to like him remains to be seen, but currently everyone's an enemy. 200, wow. Bro's probably like fucking 82, and he's just like lied. It's like, yeah, I've been around for a couple hundred. No big deal. Here I was, secret of immortality. Oh shit, here we go. Yeah, it's all bullshit. To be honest, I'm speechless. I actually am having a hard time believing this is a real episode. It wasn't a fluke. Last week was not a fluke. They are truly cooking something special. But more so than ever, I was not expecting the direction of this episode. It's basically a revenge story now. Do I think revenge will be the only thing in her heart by the end of the story? Of course not. I mean, if nothing but revenge is all your character ever is, I mean, it's a pretty shallow character. But given everything she lost, and then over the course of a year, more or less in terms of timeline-wise, from here to basically serving her new mistress, all she can do is try to get that book back. All she can do is try to keep that book safe that meant so much to her mistress. The fact that she boldly, too, this was the most shocking part of the entire episode for me. I really thought these two were just going to be like really good friends. Like, I mean, I'm not saying, given she literally just saw everyone that she loves die, I wasn't expecting her to immediately be buddy-buddy, but given the overall incredibly nice vibe of him, I was like, oh, this will be someone she can rely on. And that scene where he walks away and she's just looking and saying, everyone's my enemy. Damn, what a fucking scene. What a powerful scene. And they don't make her come across as edgy or arrogant or malicious. It's just like, who wouldn't? You know, put yourself in her shoes. Who wouldn't be like, everyone around here is my enemy? Like, I'm just going to try to survive. The fact that she's so bravely putting on this performance. And that scene when she finally arrives, because basically the woman that she is meant to kind of tutor, because the wife of one of these generals, right, she doesn't want gold, she doesn't want jewelry, she wanted this book, but she can't read the book. So on one side you have like the, oh my god, my wife is so precious, she doesn't care about, you know, bullshit things like all these other women. But then you look at it from her point of view and she's basically like, fuck that bitch. So my family dies so you can have something you can't even read. But puts on the fake performance, I can read that book. And thus we begin the journey to reach her. And I think it's so interesting because I truly can't tell what she's doing. So everyone who traveled, right, gets a coat, a very warm winter coat. And it's great, right? You know, hey, it's good that they're being took care of. But I can't tell if this is intentional. Because you know damn well, it's probably been days of them being very cold on the road, and it wasn't until we reach this destination that we get rewarded with the coats. You could argue, well, they probably didn't have the coats to begin with. But if we were such a kind mistress, wouldn't we send maybe a little convoy to meet up with them early so they wouldn't be cold on the way here? Do you think we purposely made them feel cold so that when we give them the sweet warmth embrace of that coat, we immediately have loyalty to her? Maybe I'm overthinking it. But in a world like this, I'm going to have my eyes on everyone. Does she seem like a cruel person? No. But could she be an intelligent enough person to do something like that? Maybe. I'm interested, right? Because initially, I didn't think this was the woman we were serving because early in the episode, someone else, and I'm like, oh, very pretty character design. Seems like it'd be a wife of one of these people. That makes sense. I think she might even be in the poster. I was like, okay, here we go. But now I'm like, okay, there's something else building. A revenge tale that isn't just, I'm going to gut them all. I'm going to cut them all down. A revenge tale of the, you're all my enemies, but that book is going to be safe. That's the one thing I can do. And I like how intelligent she is as an MC. There's so much for her to learn and observe. This is an entire new culture that she has no knowledge of. And every which way she looks, she's trying to learn more and more. Whether it's the position, she notices that they always set up the huts in the exact same position. They always face a certain direction. And then she realizes that, oh, their huts are actually a way to tell. It's a sundial. It's kind of funny because she pretty much is like, it's not bad for savages, but there's better technology to keep track of time. And I was like, damn, girl, spit your hatred. Or I love this one too, where, you know, we're talking about like an elixir of immortality, someone who's living hundreds of years. And the fact that this man here, I really like him. Like, of course, she's looking at everyone as the enemy, but I really liked his dynamic with her where he's like, you know, I can't tell you before I tell the great Genghis Khan. And she's like, I don't want to live forever. And he's like, all right, girl, it's kind of all bullshit. There's so many interesting bells and whistles. The production is fucking flawless. The color palette and everything. There isn't a single ugly bit to this show. I get so invoked in the emotions of these characters. It's like a weird mixture of like Orb on the Movements of the Earth meets Ranking of Kings meets I don't even know what else. Like, obviously these are all very vastly different shows, all three of them if we include this, but they all share that same high quality, thought-provoking atmosphere. And honestly, I don't know where she will end up by the end. For now, she's saying everyone is my enemy. For now, she's saying my goal is revenge. My goal is to keep that book safe. Not only did this episode not go where I thought it was going to go after the first two episodes, they simultaneously did that unexpected kind of rug pull moment, but they also made me say the intro was not a fluke. They are actually cooking with this one. Now, here's the thing, right? This show does not look like an average anime. And for people like me, we love that. It looks beautiful. But I know how the anime community is. I know how the video game industry is. You do anything too different than what people are used to, they push back. They say, wait, that's ugly. That's childish. That's whatever buzzword they want to throw around. I mean, you can have that opinion. We are all free to have our opinions. Just know I'll think you have a stupid opinion. Simple as that. Great episode. Do I think the popularity of the show will remain? Personally, no, because I've seen this happen a lot with shows like these that are this good the whole way through and viewership and discussion dies off. All I can say is I'm fucking in this one for the long haul. And I already want a full adaptation. You let me know your thoughts and feelings down below. What did you think of this week's episode? Do you agree with me? Even more like, holy shit, was not expecting this, was not expecting it to be this good, or maybe you thought this episode fell off for you. Let me know down in the comment section below. Leave a like, share, support, subscribe, ring that bell, of course, and yes, Patreon. So where you can catch my full live reactions to all this and more. And hey, if you're already over on my Patreon, I'll give you a video shout out too, because my patrons are what make these YouTube videos possible. So today we got Ishta, Mav, Jarl Brawlgrowth, Omar, Jay Vorty, Daniel Koskol, Archivis, Elena Emsray, GR Valis, and we also had Pav. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and y'all have a good one.